Well, good evening guys. It's Friday the 14th of September today. It's breezy, as you can see. The sun's in and out. It's about 6:15, getting on for 6:30 I suppose, something like that. What I've decided to do, as the last few sessions have been not great, is I've come right to the top of the stretch again and get after these nice perch that are in this swim. I'm going to do that for maybe an hour, hour and a half, just till it starts to get dark. And at that point I'm going to decide whether to stay or not, and if I stay I'll drop in like I did the other week, just below here to that nice run and get after some chub and maybe a barbel. If it's not very good, then I shall go home, to be honest. I'm going to give it perhaps an hour and a half, just till it's getting dark, and just suck it and see, really. It is overcast. I checked the weather forecast, and they gave a less than 5% chance of rain. However, it's rained 3 times since I've got here, so we're going to get some showers. It's all really dark clouds, and then the sun pops out, so sun's going to be a bit in and out for a while. It is supposed to clear up, I think, a bit later on. So just to briefly put you in a picture of what I'm using. I'm sure you've seen this before if you've seen any of my other videos, but I've got my light ledger rods, Shimano Forcemaster AX mini feeders. I've got my small Shimano 2500 FBs reels. I do like a small reel. Standard running ledger rig. I've actually got a maggot feeder on there, as you can see, just running up and down the line. Short hook link there, £5 line, main line 6, £5 line hook link, and a size looks like maybe a 12 or a 14 on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off on red maggots in the feeder, see what happens. If we're getting mullered, which hopefully and probably we will, by smaller fish, silverfish, I've got some lobworms as well, and probably when it starts to get dark as well, I think I may take the feeder off, put just a link ledger on, and perhaps just twitch a lobworm along the bottom. I think that might be a good idea as well. So we'll suck it and see a little bit, see what happens, and take it from there, really. Well, first fish, they're missing about 5 bites. Not surprisingly, little chub. Fantastic. Now you might be wondering, if you've seen my other videos, why I'm not using my pin. Well, the reason is it's on my barbel rod, so we may get to use that in a bit. Well guys, it's a start, it's the right species. But one is grandad. Well, here we are guys, this is what less than 5% chance of rain looks like. This is the 4th time it's rained. I've just checked in case I've updated it, and we're still on less than 5% chance of rain, so good job it's that little really, otherwise we're being washed away. Well guys, well, we've got something on the pin. I don't think it's barbel, but ooh, let's put up a scrap. Yes! It's a chub. It's a nice chub. First one on the pin. Brilliant. Well guys, as you gathered, I stayed. I didn't do too well on the perching, just had a few small ones, as you probably just saw. But there was a reasonable amount of activity, so I thought, I'll stay for a little bit and see how we get on. There's a bit of topping and you know, such like. Probably the swans moaning behind me. Little centre pin crackled into life. There you go. Fantastic. That's absolutely brilliant. First chub on the pin. We had that perch on the pin. Now I've had a chub. Absolutely over the moon. Real good one as well. Real good one. That's smashing. Absolutely fantastic. Whee. Careful, careful, careful. He's a bit camera shy, I think. Check that out. Beautiful. Right, I don't want to keep him out in the water anyway very long, so give him a rest up in the net the other side of these rushes and we'll get the rods back in the water. Oh. Whoa. Well guys, probably heard the ratchet going. Wow, get myself sorted out. I'm not actually sure what this is. Wow. Oh. Literally, I just cast it back out. I think it must be a barbel the way it's fighting, and we're on the pin. Doesn't feel huge though, I have to say. Well, would you believe it, after all that, it's a little chub. It went absolutely crazy. Well guys, here he is, the barbel impersonator. Did him a little bit of an injustice, not a little chub is he, but did a fantastic impression of a barbel, that's for sure. I didn't think it was a big barbel, but I certainly did think it was a barbel. I was really going for it. What a scrap off a chub, fantastic. Right, let's get him back in the water. It's about 9:30 now. I'm going to give it another half an hour at least. I think they do seem to be having it this evening. Oh guys, we got another one. I think this is a chub again. This is another chub. Oh, off upstream. So guys, this fella's been scoffing my pellets. It's got them all down his throat. There you go. Another fantastic fish. He's very frisky, this one. As you can see by the fight we had, off upstream he went. I landed him just up here. So let's get him back quick. Well guys, after that last chub we had, it was the last chub. I've hardly had a knock since. It's been a good hour since then. We're getting on 10:30 now. Nothing's happening now at all, as is usually the case down here. The hour into dark and the hour after dark is usually the time down here. It proves to be the case again. I seem to be the chubmeister this year, don't I? Barbel are conspicuous by their absence generally. Getting plenty of chub though, and not many bream either. I know they're not everyone's cup of tea, but I do like catching the big bream in here, and they've been a bit scarce as well this year. Who knows why? Weather's been a bit strange, hasn't it? We've gone from really, really hot weather, still no rain, and you know, I had almost a frost the other night. So it's bizarre, but we're back into reasonable temperatures now. Hopefully things will settle down. The river's been a lot more on form tonight. Eagle-eyed viewers will notice I've taken the isotopes, the beta lights, off the top of my rods. To be honest, I never liked them, and I had them on there because my old camera wouldn't focus on the tips on their own. Obviously I don't need the beta lights because I use the torch on the tips, so you guys can see the tips, and I like it as well, old school. And I'm just looking at the one rod I've got left to get in here. But I took them off because the line keeps getting wrapped around them, doesn't it? Stuff very irritating, and I've got another camera now, which is why you're getting much sharper pictures, much clearer pictures, and it will focus just on the tips. So I've taken them off, so that's why they're gone. So didn't do very well on the perch fishing, did we? But we had some lovely chub out, all three on the pin, all three on cheesy garlic halibut pellets. Not surprisingly, I love their cheese, don't they? The chub. I say the barbel didn't show up, but you know, they're no means a given on this particular stretch. Anyway, I'm off home. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed catching those chub on the pin, certainly. Tight lines, enjoy your own angling, and I think the plan is at the moment to get back out early next week while the weather is still reasonably mild at night.